gonna be on live, Facebook Live? She's not doing a live?
No, we got to get her account set up for it.
Because I thought it's required by state law that it has to be live.
I don't know. I'm not in that area.
It is a requirement,
Yeah.
but we're not doing live.
Well, I know that it goes up. Well, unless she's got it, she may have it working live now. I don't know. I know that she was uploading them after the meeting at one time.
Right. Well, I thought it was state law that it had to be live.
Well, I'm glad you said that. We need to let her
It
know.
is state law.
Is she the chair now?
I don't know. If they had an election, I don't know about it. But they should have, when they got their last board member, they should have had an election
Oh.
officers. Now, unless they had an election during an executive session, but that should be out in the public.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Elections should be public. You don't have a free. No, man. That ain't cool.
That is, it's fine with me. Look, I did some work behind the scenes.
Sure you did. It's like everything's dragging. Down there.
Just Grant, just remember on your 3 clicks,
Yeah.
point it here, not at the screen.
Point at your left.
I now call this meeting to order.
You said
At this time, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance from Kajane Cunningham, an AF scholar.
Good evening. Let us all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic of which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
that mic is nice. It's
Yeah, a little bit.
sensitive.
Thank you,
Those are real
KJ.
sensitive.
At this time, we will have a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we will have roll call for Ms. Vanessa Badger.
Good evening. Ms. Catherine Russell. Ms. Hazeline Perry. Ms. Katrina Ewing.
Here.
Ms. Chastity Meyer.
Here.
Ms. Nikisha Harris. Here. Dr. Valerie Kay.
Here, I'd like to inform the community that 2 of our board members are out this evening, one due to sickness and one due to travel. So we ask your prayers for all of them. Thank you.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes for the board meeting on October 23rd, 2023?
A motion that we approve the minutes from the board meeting of October 2023.
Motion has been made by Ms. Meyer and second by Ms. Harris. All in favor, please say aye. Any opposes? The motion to approve October 23rd, 2023 school community meeting minutes have been approved. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda for November 27th, 2023?
Motion that we approve the agenda for November 2023.
The motion was made by Ms. Meyer, second by Ms. Harris. All in favor, say aye. Any opposes? The agenda has been approved. At this time, we will have greetings from Ms. Sheila Lee, the principal at Allendale Fairfax Elementary School. Thank you, Ms. Lee. I ask that you bear with us. We got a new mic system, so we are all learning it here tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to our Monday night community meeting. Your presence here reflects your commitment to our shared mission of educating the students of Allendale County, not just educating them, but educating them with a quality education. As we embark upon tonight's meeting, important information will be shared with you, and decisions will be made that will shape the future of our educational community. So let's listen with an open mind. We again welcome you to tonight's meeting, and without further ado, let's begin.
Thank you, Ms. Lee, for that warm welcome. At this time, we will have the superintendent's operational updates from our very own Ms. Valerie Hay.
Good evening to everyone. Good evening. Delighted to see your smiling faces tonight, and we're going to be as brief as we can, but we're going to give it the due justice that it needs to have. It is November, and we have done a lot in the last few months. We've been moving at the speed of light, which moves very, very quickly. I want to tell you a little bit just about where we are. You notice my last PowerPoint, we had 935 reasons. We have 925. So our student enrollment is going down. But as soon as we lose a student, we gain a student. So I want you to know that we're continuously trying to keep our students in-house. But it's my hope that as the job market in Allendale changes, that our student enrollment is going to change as well. So let's look at where we are. I always like you to know everything that I am doing, and some of the things that I do are not here. But what I have been doing, we've having district cabinet planning meetings, leadership, that's for our principals and APs. We have an Algebra 1 collaborative, because it's really important that we work with our 9th graders who are taking Algebra 1 so that they are successful when they get ready to take the end of course test. Some of those students will take the end of course test in a few days. So it's really important that that we're working with them. Each of us has a mentor, and we meet with those students, and we have a very creative incentive plan that was designed by Dr. Miller, and I believe the students are going to meet the tasks that we have set for them. State accountability meeting and training took place for our district. In order for us to be able to move our district, everybody has to know what the stakes are and how high they are and what those components are. So the State Department came down and provided some insight to all our principals, our assistant principals, our coaches, so that they would really, really know what student achievement is about and what those targets are that we need to meet to get out of the shape that we find ourselves. The Hope Network planning meeting, I had the opportunity to go to that. The Hope Network is designed by Superintendent Ellen Weaver, and we are part of the Hope Network. so is Williamsburg, and some of the other school districts that are not performing where they need to perform. The best thing about being in that group is that I sit at the table with everyone else, and I get to design that journey along with everyone else. So Allendale sits at the table, so I'm grateful to have that opportunity. I've done a Denmark Technical College tour, visitation, and discussion. We're going to be changing some things. We're going to now bring some of our courses to the facility that's downtown Allendale, so that our students won't have to do everything virtual. So I'm excited about that opportunity. We had a design meeting with the architects. I don't know if you look at our website, you'll see that that the students had the opportunity to meet with the design team, and they're designing a portion of the building as we go through the renovations, because it's their space, so they need to have that opportunity. Allendale County Council meeting, I appeared there and I made comments on our fee in lieu of tax as well as our state revenue. Allendale Town Council meeting, I attended that, and the Fairfax Town Council meeting as well. So I'll make sure that I'm where I need to be, when I need to be, to make sure that our voice is at the table, and I'm doing everything that I can for the citizens and the students in Allendale County. Allendale High School Continuous Improvement Planning meeting, we've had that. We're getting ready to have our second one. We had several districts, maybe about 25 people or 30 people that showed up to help us. The state requires that we have a meeting so that you know what is happening with our school that's on the list. And that's our high school, and I have to talk with you about it on a quarterly basis. So you hear me say it today, you'll hear me say it again in a couple of months. District Strategic Planning meeting, November 13th occurred, and Gavin's Law Implementation meeting was also held on that same day. Across the state, everyone is implementing Gavin's Law, and I have to keep bringing it to your attention because you're going to hear a lot about it. Videos are going to be sent home to you very shortly before the Christmas holidays that you need to watch with your children, that I'm asking you to watch with your families, as well as our schools will be watching the videos as well. Gavin's Law is about sexual extortion, and that means bullying by the use of a device, bullying by sending pictures of people other places, bullying by taking a picture of a fight and uploading it. All of those things now are against the law, and they are punishable by a misdemeanor, and they can even move to the felony. So I encourage you to talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, talk to your buddies, talk to everyone, because we will be enforcing the law. We will approve that this evening. All right, Veterans Day celebration was beautiful. We've had a planning meeting with Salkehatchie to have our early college, and we have several students in that first cohort, and we've identified the students in the second cohort. So those students will be able to graduate with 2 years of college under their belt prior to coming out of high school. Original Six planning, that's our after-school program. We've had an evening school planning meeting. We have a number of children who are not coming to school, who are not handling the school day. So we're going to try something different. That's being led by Mr. Corey Haynes, and he is doing a good job leading that. I've done some video releases, as you see. I hope you don't get tired of those. I'll continue to do those because that's the way that I'm able to communicate with you, to make sure that everyone knows what's going on. And then for the first time in a few years, we've had our doors open for Thanksgiving dinner, and we had a tremendous turnout. So I'm grateful for you for taking that opportunity to come in again. We'll do it again in around Easter time. We'll open the doors again so that you can come in and celebrate and have Easter dinner with your children. So let's talk about where we are in terms of vacancies. We still have vacancies. We continue to work on those. So if you know anyone who's interested in working in Allendale County Schools, a big announcement will be coming out shortly. You'll hear about that. So it's going to be attractive, even more attractive to work here. We have a 5th grade teacher. She's in the queue somewhere, so she's on her journey here. And we need a media specialist. Allendale Fairfax Middle, we still need an 8th grade teacher and a 7th grade math teacher, a guidance counselor. We have a band instructor, but as life would have it, somebody stole him from us. So he's going to another place, but we are still looking for someone. And we need a STEM lab teacher, to be shared with the high school. High school, we need a math instructional coach that's advertised, so we'll be interviewing shortly in a math interventionist. I think we have that pretty well set, and we'll be getting that person on board. And then in January, we're gonna need a Spanish teacher. I am a little worried about Spanish, but what we are planning to do is we're gonna collaborate with Denmark Technical College or either Hampton, and we're going to do some shared teaching responsibilities where our children might be virtual a couple of days, and then the teacher comes to us a couple of days, because I want the children to have a face-to-face instructor. All right, so we also have found, this is our classified, those are our certified. Our classified, we need 2 exceptional education paraprofessionals, and then we need 2 paraprofessionals, and then we need a Title I parent liaison. In Allen Fairfax High, we need an ISS assistant and a super tutor. We need 1 additional super tutor, and that's a student. So if you have a student in your family or household that has a 3.0 average, I believe, I was looking around at my 3.0 average in ELA, math, or any of the content that they are going to tutor in, we are hiring our students to be super tutors. We have probably about 10 of them now, and those students make $15 an hour. I think they get their first paycheck really soon, don't they? So they're really excited about that. We can't hire a lot because we budgeted for only so many. Okay, so everybody can't be a super tutor. District office, we need a food service project assistant, a human resource project assistant, 2 food service operators, 2 custodians, maintenance assistants, and 2 bus drivers. So if you know someone, we are hiring. All right. Look at our after-school enrollment. How many people in here come to after school? All right. Nobody in this room. Oh, some of them. Okay. So if you come to after school, thank you for raising your hand if you come to after school. After school is about getting additional support. So we have lots of students that come. I wanted you to see, we have After 21st Century. We have DIGS, Inspiration, that's our DIG program. And then we have Original 6 and our high school after school program. Because right now we have about 209 students that are currently enrolled in our after school program. I say that's pretty good for a school district that has about 925 students. Our teacher induction program, we continue to work with our new teachers in our schools so that they can meet the needs that they have, and that we can meet the needs that they have, and also that they can meet the needs that the students have. So that's one thing that we focus on our induction, and we're expanding that to any teacher the principal has identified to be a part of that learning continuum. All right. I wanted to talk about career and technology this evening. One of my reasons I wanted to do that because what's going to open in about a year and a half. Thank you. Somebody else knows it other than Ms. Lee. What else is going to open? Who knows? Come on, we're going to get a tire company. How many jobs are coming with the tire company? 1,000. 1,000, a little bit over. 1,000. So we need to be ready. And I'm very transparent. I say exactly what I mean, and I mean what I say. I do not want Allendale County citizens to be left out of that tire company. It's in our county. So let's get the majority of the jobs belonging to our citizens so that we can raise the poverty level. We can get out of that. And that's the way to do it, is to get our citizens employed. So we're going to begin here at the school level because we're going to expand some of our CTE operations. Right now, we have accounting. These are the programs that we offer. We have 29 students in accounting, administrative services, auto technology, construction. I want you to see what we offer here. Cosmetology, general management, and I got a service from cosmetology today. So, health science, pre-engineering, sports medicine, and welding. So those are our programs that we have currently at our school district. We have lots of things going on. We're going to expand some of them. One thing we need is some engineering. We need some more engineering. And we need some more maintenance. Because that's what's going to happen to the tire company. Industrial maintenance is going to be one of the main jobs that they're hiring there. And I need for our children to be ready to do those apprenticeships and walk in and get that money that's being paid. Some upcoming events at our school. We're going to have a career fair tomorrow in the high school gym. Have lots of community people coming in. We had our we'll have the second annual CTE showcase in Columbia. Our 8th graders are invited to attend. And then we also have some field studies going on with Phoenix Specialty. We have a tour there as welding and technology. And our children are going to Plant Vogel. If they have not already gone, I don't think they've already gone. But they're going to go to Plant Vogel. So we're trying to make sure that our children travel and they see the industries that are out there so we can get them employed because they graduate with the certification. As I said, the certification. So here are some of the certifications that our students get. We have administration here, health science, sports medicine, cosmetology, construction, technology, and auto technology. This is our percent of passage to get the certification. So we're preparing the children. We just need to get them employed here. And we need to encourage our children to not leave our community. Our communities are only as strong, our schools are only as strong as our communities make them. So if everybody leaves, it's not going to help the community. Ron and Brother Magic City Hair Show, our cosmetology department travels there. And our collaboration with Denmark Tech, we have a pre-engineering program there, and we have welding. We're going to revisit the welding technology, and we're going to revisit the health science in collaboration with them so we can get some dual enrollment going. So we have lots of things going, and we'll continue. As I mentioned before, we have a grant called Stop the Violence. We have 3 new positions that will come with that. And we're going to have those advertised tomorrow when Dr. Robinson gets here. We have a social worker that we'll be sharing among the schools. I don't think that we've had a social worker in a long time or ever. And then climate specialists, we have 2 positions that will be allotted for climate specialists. So it's a wonderful $1 million grant that we have in collaboration with the Sheriff Department. I'll talk to you about it in a few moments. So our current recruitment initiatives that we have. We're Carolina Cap School District, and we're having our design day on Friday, December 1st, and that's going to be in Columbia. We do have people that will be traveling with our director to go, and this is the team that we have from our school that will be made up for our Carolina Cap program, and we're really proud of Ms. Dr. Robinson, Dr. Miller, Ms. Patterson, Dr. Dagny, Ms. Smart, and Ms. Baker. They will be designing our program. So I mentioned the Stop the Violence grant. So this is what it's about. We've had our initial planning meeting. Our grant components, as you heard me say, are social work and 2 climate specialists. We'll have Ovatus, bullying platform. A lot of parents have called me this year because they think their child is being bullied. Bullying is sometimes a matter of perspective, a matter of opinion. What I really need to do is to educate the whole community on what bullying is about. So this platform is going to help us do that along with the various trainings that we'll have. Clemson University Partnership, federal grants accountability. So there are a lot of things that we have to do in monitoring. Ms. Patterson will be very busy helping us keep up with all the aspects of the grant. And then we have grant partners, Allendale County Sheriff Department, the Institute of Family Neighborhood Life, the Children's Trust of South Carolina, and the Center for Criminal Justice and Social Research. Those are the partners that we work with. It's for $1 million. We're looking forward to having it. It's for 3 years. It's for 3 years. So I'm excited about this. This is the thing that I am most excited about, except the children who come from the door to GM. Because this is going to be a differentiator for our school district. We are going to be a part of the Hope Network Excellence in Teaching Awards. Remember I said we were a part of the Hope Network? Well, now we're going to be a part of the Teaching Awards. That's going to put performance pay for our teachers. it is going to be a differentiator. So the teachers that teach your children currently are going to enter into a performance-paid module kind of thing, program, so that they will be provided a goal, and after that goal is set, then they will teach their children and make sure they're able to transfer all of those standards, and that at some point, when the children take the end of the year assessment, then we're going to look at the beginning of the year results and the end of the year results, and then we will compare that growth. We'll look at that growth. And based upon a rubric that we will design with the State Department and some persons that have been doing this for a long time, we will then decide the monetary amount that those teachers receive. Charleston County has 12 schools involved, and then there are a few other school districts that have it upstate, and then Williamsburg County and Allendale County are the other two. I'm real excited about it because the State Department located the money for us to be able to provide that incentive to our teachers. I will say it again, every teacher will not meet the mark. So is it going to cause a little uncomfortability? Yes, it is. It's going to cause a little discomfort. But that's what performance pay, that's what merit pay is about. So we're excited to have that opportunity. Right now it's designed for K through 8. Right now we're going to use iReady. I have my first planning meeting tomorrow so that I can get it announced to our teachers before they go home for the holidays. And we're possibly trying to work on a 9-12 plan because I don't want the high school teachers left out. But it's a partnership with nonprofit organizations. We have a huge benefactor who's working with us and providing some substantial cash. And then we have another public school system in South Carolina. And the pilot this year is Alabama and Williamsburg. So I just want you to give a hand clap for our state superintendent because she's making this happen. Okay, so the path forward. The path forward is we're going to continue continuous improvement. We have another meeting on 12/13, and then I have 2 boards that I'm getting ready to design, and I'm going to do a teacher advisory board. Just haven't decided how I'm going to make that one up, but we're going to have a community advisory board, so you will be invited. I'm getting the recommendations from the principals for that board meeting, and then I'll invite some persons that I think need to be on the board. We're going to have a student advisory board meeting, and that's going to go all the way down to my 5th graders. So there's going to be some 5th graders and 6th through, so there'll be 5 through 12 that will be on that advisory meeting. One thing I do is that I want the children to feel like this space belongs to them. And they're the reasons that we're here. So I want to hear their voices. We'll have a Meeting Street presentation on Thursday. We're really excited about another partnership that we have. It's going to be a spectacular day here in our school district for some students. It's going to change when I tell you that presentation we'll have on Thursday is going to change the lives of several children. Hope Network Excellence, you heard me talk about that. We have our spring and winter sports and basketball, baseball, softball, track and field, and then we'll begin our spring athletic strength and conditioning. Our budget planning meetings are going to begin very soon, and then everybody's looking forward to winter break on December 21st through 24th. Okay. Any questions from me? Because I want you to ask questions if you have a question. You need some clarity about anything I've talked about tonight. All right, sounds good to consent. Thank you so very, very much for your opportunity to share.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Now we are down to the monthly financial
Good evening, everyone. Gonna go through our October financial statement. As you can see on the screen, the total revenues received during the month of October is $2,769,302. Total expenditures, $4,029,339. As you can see, the expenditures is more than the revenues, which makes it a deficit of $1,260,037. This is for the month of October, the last day in October 31st. Also wanted to mention that our financial audit for fiscal year 22-23 is complete. Yay. We started early in July, and for those who work in the school district know that I've been calling, emailing, so thank you guys very much. And I'm pleased to say that our audit is complete without any findings. Can we get any applause? More details about the audit will be presented at our January board meeting. Are there any questions, board members? Thank you.
As I mentioned to you earlier tonight, we're going to move forward with our Gavin's policy. We have to do that because there's a proviso that has been passed by the state of South Carolina, and I don't want to be out of compliance, and I don't want our district to be out of compliance. So tonight, we are going to move forward with our Gavin's Law implementation. The policy has been written by our board attorneys, and has been already approved by them. It has already gone to the State Department, and I am waiting for them to send back the final copy so that I can send it to South Carolina School Boards to upload. I have a copy here for our board members as well for Gavin's Law, and we also have some standard operation procedures that we worked on as a team that will be sent out. Mr. Is he here? Yeah, he is. Thank you. He is here, and he worked on our operation procedures. We'll tweak those just a little bit, and then we're going to send those out. We're going to talk with the sheriff department so they can make sure that everybody's on board so that we can get this, because we have to have it done by the first of the year. So we are working towards getting it all out to you. Okay. So you'll get a copy of the law, because it will go home by every child. A hand copy will go home. The video link will be sent, and we'll put it on Skillshare. And then we will also be watching the videos and everything in our school district prior to going home for the holidays. Okay? Because when we come back in January, it's going to be in full effect. Is that what we decided? Come back in January, it's going to be in full effect. Okay. Any questions about Gavin's Law? Does everybody understand what it means? Oh, thank you. That's right. She said yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So now we're gonna have employee recognition, superintendent student of the month, Miss Lottie Lewis Allendale, Allendale Fairfax Elementary Achievement Recognition.
So I want to make sure before I go on, I always like to make sure that I recognize those persons that have done the work, and I want Mr. Haynes to please stand up because he's done the work with Gavin's Law, and it's going to be a lot. Thank you. going to be a lot on his shoulders. So, and he's also the project coordinator for our Stop the Violence grant. So, I'm sure he doesn't know where his head or his feet are today or for the rest of the year, but he'll be just fine. He's capable and able to be able to do the work. All right. So the moment that I love, and that's recognizing our students. So we're going to start with recognizing students. And hopefully I'll get them right. If I mispronounce the names, please forgive me. Just correct me. From Allendale Fairfax Elementary School, we have Cameron Williams as a student in Ms. Tyson's pre-K class. And I believe that was Cameron who spoke up. Her teacher had a lot to say about this. She's a model student. She's wise beyond her years. Did you all hear that? Not only academically, but she shows apathy. She's genuine care and love for her peers. Empathy and love for her peers. You can always count on Cameron. They also say Cameron even looks out for her teachers, and I bet she does. Our next student for Allendale Fairfax Elementary is Journey Anderson. Journey Anderson is a first grade student in Miss Aton's class. She's a smart girl who perseveres in class. She works promptly when given tasks. She answers and asks questions during discussion and works well with others. She's also a sweetheart and is kind to everybody. Oh my, look at Journey. Congratulations, Journey. Now, if I say this wrong, Miss Atana. Okay, looks like Atana. Atana Rivera Ramirez. I got the ending part of that. Atana, she exemplifies the characteristics of a good student. She is determined to learn, especially speaking English, which is not her first language. She never misses school unless she is sick. Her homework is always complete, and she's respectful to her classmates. She tries her best to improve, which has been very evident since the start of the year. Congratulations. Then we have Catherine Bryant. Corrine. All right. Corrine Bryant is a 5th grade student in Ms. Williams' class. Corrine is well organized and manages her time well. She's focused on her academic goals and works extremely hard in achieving these goals. Corrine, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but I got it now. Congratulations. Okay, now we'll move to Allendale Fairfax Middle. Congratulations to our awesome students of the month. Every day, they put a smile on their face with positive attitudes. They keep up the good work. It's impressive how well these awesome students express themselves both verbally and in writing. We have Zane Maynard. All right, Zane, come on down. I've seen Zane around. I saw Zane today, didn't I, Zane? He was in a meeting with us. All right. I believe this is A. London Owens. Is A. London here? Well, let's give A. London a clap. Tyrese Hammond. Tyrese here. Congratulations, Tyrese. All right. Tyrese got a cheering squad. All right. Tyrese got a cheering squad. All right. Tyrese, you must be the man. I got to get to know you a little bit more. All right. Jakayla Ackerson. I know Sincere. Sincere Washington is sick. Okay, Sincere. All right. And then Dominique Harley. All right, Dominique. Come on down. Congratulations to our students. Today, oh, I'll repeat those that were here. Zane and Tyrese and Dominique were here tonight. Thank you so very much. All of you. Then we have Allendale Fairfax High School. Is Malachi Flowers here? All right, Malachi. Here's what they say about Malachi. Malachi is a member of the Allendale Fairfax High School football team and boys basketball team. They got some games this week. Malachi is a standout athlete and maintains his grades of A's and B's. He's not only a student athlete, but he's also a well-rounded young man. Yes. Very good job. All right. Michaela Roberts. All right. So Michaela is a 9th grade honor student, and she's a member of the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps. So we're really proud of her. She's a standout in her military life, and we're proud of Michaela Roberts. Oliver Washington. Oliver is not here this evening, but Oliver is a dedicated and charismatic student who's a member of the Junior Reserve Officers, ROTC, and a proud participant in the Allendale Fairfax High School Bow Tie Club. So we're really proud of his presence, both in the classroom and outside. He has positivity all the time. Congratulations to Oliver. Last but not least, we have, I think this is Tavion Manuel from New Beginning Learning Center. So Tavion is a student of the month. He has a positive attitude and focus on getting his assignments done. And he wants to obtain his high school diploma. So we're going to stay with him, and he's very respectful. We're going to make sure. It would be remiss if I did not recognize my parents. So if you are a parent of any child that has been called this evening, would you stand up and please be given a round of applause? We left one parent. Come on. Thank you. Thank you so very much. All right. Last but not least, here again are our Teachers of the Month. These are our champions in the classroom. And then we're going to do our employees. So we have Miss Simone Roper Jackson. Now, they said a lot about her here. She demonstrates genuine passion for her students and the subjects in the class. She's a team player. She's not only contributes to her classroom success and her colleagues, but she's been on fire since she's been there. I had the opportunity to see her teach, and she sang and danced her heart away with the children, and the children just absolutely loved it. So she is. Thank you, Miss Roper Jackson. And next we have Miss Gloria Fields from Allendale Fairfax Elementary. Ms. Fields is dedicated and valuable member of Allendale Fairfax Elementary School community. There she is. She's the power school clerk and all other duties as assigned. She's a very conscientious when it comes to her work, and she's in her role as the power school clerk. She's very professional, and she's committed to excellence, accuracy, organized records, and reports. And she also coordinates the hospitality trip. All right. Oh, she can decorate as well. All right. That's a little tidbit that I'll just have to make sure that I capitalize on. Thank you. Allendale Fairfax Middle School, we have Miss Stephanie Weir Cox. Is she here? She's not with us this evening, but she instructs her students and she watches them grow in all the areas, academic, socially, and emotionally. It's a pleasure to work with Miss Cox. And then we have Miss Shanika Breland. Is Miss Shanika Breland here? We just love the way she connects with her children and showing them that she cares. She's definitely an asset to Allendale Fairfax Middle School. And then we have Miss Danielle Williams from Allendale Fairfax High School. She's the teacher of the month. She's not here this evening, but she's an exceptional educator whose work ethic and dedication to education is noticed by all of the family. She's well organized and develops inspiring relationships with her peers. All her cosmetology students just absolutely adore her, and they have been nationally recognized. I can attest to that because they really have an endearing relationship with that young lady. Thank you to Ms. Danielle Williams and all of our teachers and champions in the classroom. Our outstanding bus driver of the month is Ms. Lottie Aiken. Is she here? We are proud of Ms. Aiken because she drove the bus when she was in high school, and after retiring, she decided to come back and drive the bus some more. She's not only a joy to be around, but she's a true team player, and she's always willing to assist wherever she can. Congratulations to Ms. Lottie Aiken. And tonight, I want to just take the opportunity to recognize our food service employees and their coordinator. Ms. Busby, are you here? All right. Would you come up, Ms. Busby? I'd also like to call Ms. Barton, Shirley Barton, Ms. Juanetta Drayton, Ms. Lily Breland, Ms. Leela Brown, Ms. Linda Harris, Ms. Josephine Elmore, Ms. Tamara Morrell, Ms. Virginia Love, Ms. Erica Jones, and Ms. Priscilla Breland. If any of them are here. Ms. Lena Mixon. Ms. Lena Mixon, are you here? Did I miss anyone that's here? Ms. Mixon, are you here? All right. Oh, you got a little baby with you. Okay. Bring him on down. Let's say too heavy. All right. Oh, he's sleeping. Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure that, it's really important. The school cannot function without our custodians, our maintenance workers, our cafeteria workers, because they feed our children each and every day. I always ask them to do special things for me, because I love one thing. I love tuna. And they always go above and beyond doing those things for me. But not only just for me, they do it for all of us. I asked them at the last minute if they would entertain Thanksgiving dinner. I didn't hear one single grumble. Maybe you got to grumble, but I didn't hear grumble. They went above and beyond and worked late and worked early to make sure I do that. If I have an event and I ask them to cater it, they're going to do it. So they're a special part of our school system. They cater to all of our teachers' needs, and if we need something, they are ready and able to do it. So thank you so very much for your service. And know that I appreciate it. My heart is yours. We love you too. Ms. Mixon will get yours. They have a little gift card on there, so I'm sure they're excited. Now, our students also have a gift card as well. Parents, that gift card belongs to them. So make sure they get to spend it on something that they really, really enjoy. And I think that it's $50. But they have a card, okay? Now, next we have Priscilla Smokes, our custodian. Is Priscilla here? All right. So Priscilla is a hard worker. Her work has not gone unnoticed. And her supervisor, Mr. Davis, wants to thank her for all of her efforts, and I want to thank her for all of her efforts. I see her around doing lots of things all the time. So let's thank Ms. Priscilla Smokes. Okay. Now we're going to have a special recognition. And before we do Ms. Lewis's recognition, I want to just tell you a little bit about Ms. Lewis. I know you all know her. But I knew her, but I didn't know her. And I'm learning her more and more and more. She has a heart of gold, and she is one of the most giving people that I know. And she'll do anything for these children, anything for these teachers, anything for me. She's a wonderful person to have as an advocate. So just give her round of applause just for being here. have another teacher recognition that I'm going to do after her presentation, but we're going to start with that. So Ms. Lewis, would you like to come up? Ms. Leaf, would you join us? Oh. Come on. Today's your birthday. Oh, Lord, it's her birthday. Happy birthday.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's my honor to be here tonight, and especially on my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I'm going to give you a present. Okay? Just want to say a few words. First of all, I just want the students here to know, and also the teachers, that I am so proud of you. I want our students to know that me, as a parent myself, community person, an auntie, and all of those titles, I want you to know that you have strong shoulders to stand on. Because I'm a true believer that our children need us, need our shoulders to stand on, as we stood on our parents' shoulders. They need the parents, they need the teachers. You don't have to have a student in the school to help. There's always something that we can do to help. And I'm especially proud of our teachers, and especially the elementary students and teachers for their achievements this year. It's been just outstanding. Thank you all so much for your hard work. And because of that, I am presenting to you tonight, I'm honored to present to you a check of $2,850. This is a small incentive to help our teachers. You know, all my sisters were teachers, and I know that you always need monies for supplies and different things, and oftentimes you go in your own pockets. So this is just a small token of our appreciation from Allendale Enterprise, Emma's Helping Hands House. So thank you very much, and thank you.
So we're going to present that check to Ms. Lee. She handed me the real check. I said, did I give you the real check? So congratulations, Ms. Leaf and her staff. Is her staff here? Stand up. Come to the front. Come on down. Come on down. You gotta get the picture. So I want to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen with that money. Ms. Lewis's intent was for everyone at the school to get a little piece of the pie, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Y'all come across the front so we can get a nice picture. Okay. She's got to bunch you up a little bit. Okay. Yes, you need to get in the picture. You go right up in the front by and hold the check. Miss Davis, come on. Come on and be a part of the picture. Thank you. Wonderful. So tomorrow you will get a $50 bill because we're dividing this up and everyone will get to have a little piece of the pie. Okay, so we're grateful for everyone to be able to have that. Don't worry, I have the list and Ms. Lee knows everybody has $50 bill.
Thank you, Miss Lottie.
Well, at least by the front. My CFO says, might not be tomorrow, by Wednesday. All right, so I need to change that. Might be by the end of the week that you get your $50 bill. Okay? All right. We'll give you a little more time. All right, so I have two other, thank you again, Ms. Lewis. Thank you so very much. I have, yes, that's right, the gingerbread houses. We have one more presentation. You want to come again? Thank you. I forgot you should have done that while you were here. I'm so sorry. Okay? All right.
Okay, I have a little gift for all our second grade students. The holidays are at hand, and so all our second grade students will receive a gingerbread house. Okay, and that's what's in all those boxes back there. This was given to me by the SRP Bank. And so I wanted them to get one for each second grade student. So here we are.
Oh, look at him coming over here. Right now. Oh, so you in the house. They're anxious. So the teachers are going to take control of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to let them hold it. And separate it. All right, and take a picture with Ms. Lewis. All right. Because they're going to get that gingerbread house. I don't know if they're teachers here, but you got your work cut out for you. You'll get one tomorrow when your teacher's ready to do the activity with it. Okay? They're going to do a big learning activity with this, with them. Okay? All right. So as you know, Allendale Elementary moved their report card rating, and we're really proud of them for moving their report card rating. And these two teachers did some outstanding work, and I want to be able to recognize them tonight. We have to make sure we crunch the data to make sure that we don't make a mistake and we don't leave anybody out. So we have two teachers that I'd like to recognize tonight. One is Ms. Tamika Tinsley. We want to recognize her for her work with her students on the state assessment. And she had 100% in math, 94.5% in reading, and SC rating. But she has a certificate, and she'll also have a monetary prize, which will be given to her by the end. I have an error. I want to make sure I make that correction. And then the other person is Mr. Prasad. Is Mr. Prasad here? We want to recognize Mr. Prasad because he had 100% in math and 95.4% in reading I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry for SC Alt. Just give me a moment. I'll read it off of my sheet. I apologize. Both, he had 100% in reading and 100% in math on SC Alt with his students. I want to make sure that they get their certificates. It's written the most appropriate way, and they get their monetary award. So thank you, Ms. Tinsley, and thank you, Mr. Prasad, in his absence. Thank you so very much. All right. All right. That is it for me in terms of recognitions.
time, we'll go into executive session. If you would like to stay, you're welcome to stay. If you want to leave, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming to our board meeting. In executive session, we will discuss the receipt of legal advice on pending litigation.
Y'all hold on, let her finish reading, please, please. Thank you.
Receipt of legal advice on pending litigations and the discussion of cancellation of December board meeting. So each of you have a good night, have a safe travels home, and those that want to stay will reconvene shortly.
Thank you so very much for coming.